What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jessica and today we are talking all about vodka. Although vodka is a spirit that is touted for a college student, it is actually more complex than you may think. So today's video is basically like your beginner's guide to vodka. We're going to talk about how it's made, the different types of vodka, and how to choose a bottle that's good for you. This video is a continuation of our Liquor 101 series, so I will plug all of the rest of the videos in the description box below. We have one on gin, whiskey, rum, so definitely check those out if you're interested in learning more about how to pick out a bottle of liquor. Maybe you walk into the liquor store and you feel a little bit confused, then this is the perfect series for you. Vodka is a great spirit to add to mixed drinks or cocktails because it's basically neutral. What I mean by this is vodka is actually known for its lack of character, color, aroma, and taste. Vodka is typically made with grains or potatoes, although really any raw base will work. We'll get more into that in a second. There can also be a bit of sugar and citric acid added to the ingredients. Now, vodka is a spirit that's made all around the world. Poland, Russia, France, the US, and many other countries produce vodka. And each of those countries have a few different regulations that they have to follow when they're distilling vodka. The one commonality is that vodka does not have to be aged. It is immediately ready to drink, which is super cool. So let's get into a little bit more about how vodka is made. Like I mentioned earlier, vodka is fermented using either grains, which could be corn, barley, rye, wheat, or potatoes, or even grapes, which is super cool. After the fermentation process, vodka is then distilled multiple times in a column still. It's really up to the distiller to decide how many times they want to distill the vodka, but it has to be at least a minimum of 95% alcohol by volume. Water is then added to dilute the mixture. Now, the water that's used in the process is kind of important. The amount of water, the purity of the water, and even how many times the water has been filtered all contributes to the final taste and mouthfeel of the vodka. From there, the vodka is then filtered using activated charcoal. This filtration process helps remove any impurities or unwanted flavor. In this process, the number of times that the vodka is filtered, as well as the type of filter used, is determined by the brand of the product. Some experts argue that the extra filtration process isn't necessary. So really what you need to know is that just because a vodka is filtered multiple times or filtered more than another brand doesn't necessarily mean that it's better quality. As for our favorite flavored vodkas, whether it's citrus or spicy, whatever you may like, these types of vodka are steeped in their flavor enhancements after the distillation process, or oftentimes, if that's not the case, artificial flavoring will be added to the finished product. Up next, we have to talk about types of vodka. Now, there are some spirits like whiskey that have lots of different varieties, but vodka really doesn't have many options. There are pretty much flavored vodkas and unflavored vodkas. So let's dive a little bit deeper into both of those. Unflavored vodka is exactly what it sounds like. It means that no additional flavors have been added in after the distillation process. While vodka at its core is really, like we already talked about, colorless, tasteless, and odorless, there are some slight differences in the ingredients and the distillation process that can make a change in the vodka and make it taste a tad bit different. So let's talk about some of those ingredients and how they can slightly change the taste of vodka. Now, I will warn you, if you're mixing your vodka in mixed drinks, you're probably not gonna at all be able to taste the difference. These are only slight differences that you would even be able to tell only if you were sipping on the vodka. First up, we have wheat vodkas, and these wheat-based vodkas tend to have a little spicier, almost peppery taste. Some examples of brands that use wheat are Grey Goose, Absolute, and Kettle One. Up next, we have some rye-based vodkas. Now, these types of vodkas are also a little spicier, but with a little hint of nutty sweetness. The most popular rye-based vodkas are Polish rye, and I'll throw some names on the bottom here so that way I don't butcher them. There are also corn vodkas, which have a lighter, somewhat buttery or sweet note to them. And popular brands include the beloved Tito's as well as Smithworks. Moving along to Barley vodka, and this has a slightly nutty taste. Finlandia, which yes, it's from Finland, is a great option for a barley-based vodka. We also have the popular potato-based vodka, and this has a somewhat fully earthier taste. Some popular brands include Zodiac or Woody Creek. And last but not least, we have Grape vodka, which is becoming a little bit more popular and well known today. And Ciroc is a popular French brand that you should definitely take a look at. There are others, but this is kind of the most popular brand at the moment. So now that you have a quick overview of unflavored vodkas, let's move along to flavored vodkas. They actually take the unflavored vodka and add some sort of flavor enhancement to them. Some drinks and popular cocktails, like the Cosmopolitan for example, actually call for flavored vodka in the recipe. So although flavored vodka kind of gets a bad reputation, like it's drank by college students or people who don't have an appreciation for liquor, there are purposes for it, so don't completely discount it. There are many brands that make different flavored vodka options, so I'm not going to name all of the brands, but they can range anywhere from citrus to summery fruits to even spicy flavors. I would say personally to just have a citrus type of vodka on hand. It goes well in a lot of cocktails and is a great option to just kind of keep in your bar cart. So now probably the most important part of this video, how to choose a bottle of vodka that you will like and that's going to best serve your needs. So the first thing is, if you're making cocktails that have very distinct flavors on their own, like a Bloody Mary or a Moscow Mule, you just need to pick up a bottle of unflavored vodka. Because vodka is neutral in taste, you really don't need to be picky about the brand that you buy. That being said, it's fun to try different brands and see which different flavors you like in different kinds of vodka. I will say, just don't be peer pressured by the price of the bottle to determine the quality. Pick up different ones and try them to see which ones you actually prefer taste-wise. Not which one you prefer price-wise, but which one actually tastes the best either in your cocktails, or if you want to even sip them by themselves, see which ones that you genuinely like regardless of the price. On the other hand, you'll likely want to pick up a bottle of flavored vodka if you're drinking it with a neutral mixer like soda water. Like I mentioned earlier, there are some popular cocktails that use flavored vodka like the Cosmopolitan, and I'll actually link a list of my bartender cheat sheet with over 40 recipes of different classic cocktails that you can try. So make sure to grab that in the description box below if you're looking for more vodka inspired cocktails to make at home. But I will warn you that depending on the brand, if they use artificial flavoring, some flavored vodkas can taste a bit artificial, so just try different brands and see which one you prefer for the drinks and the cocktails you like to make. Many people don't really talk about sipping vodka like they would with a scotch or a high quality tequila. So if you're wanting to sip vodka for the purpose of really learning about the flavor and the body of it, do some research and see what brands are making high quality vodka that is meant to be sipped. Like we talked about earlier, how vodka is made can contribute to the final product, like the taste and the mouthfeel. So you'll want to get a vodka that's specific for sipping if that's what you're trying to do. I don't like to shout out any brands here because alcohol is really meant for a personal taste, and what I like may not be what you like. So my best suggestion is actually going to a liquor store and reading the bottle and seeing what you think you'll best like based on the ingredients that we talked about. And even maybe if you can do some research into how it was distilled to learn a little bit more about it. I always like to go to Total Wine and pick up the little mini bottles because they're not a huge investment. It's not like you're investing $30 in a bottle. They're usually a few bucks, and you can pick up different brands and try each of them to see what you like. So that would be my suggestion if you're looking to figure out what brand you like best. I hope this video was helpful and it helped you learn a little bit more about vodka. Don't be peer pressured into drinking other types of liquor if that's not your jam. Vodka can be really fun too. However, if you're interested in learning more about rum, gin, tequila, or whiskey, I will link all of those videos in the description below. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other upcoming videos about liquor or cocktails that we have coming up. I'll see you in the next video.